We will start shortly after the timer ends. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joined, just gotta take another 5 minutes for me to set everything up, and we'll begin the live stream shortly. Thank you. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, please be patient. We only have 2 minutes remaining. So just hang on, and I'll begin the live stream shortly. Thank you. All right. For you guys just joining, thank you for being patient, but I don't think anyone is watching. I don't think anyone's watching though. So I have to go. I mean, you guys already know. You guys already know. It's a it's a good thing. Honestly, the time of year has begun. It's currently August 7th, 2026. I'm currently working on the Common App. The Common App has a lot of kids stressed out during this time of the year, especially the rising 12th graders across the entire nation of the United States of America. But don't worry, there's nothing to be stressed out. It's just a Common App. It's nothing special, really. I've seen countless of other people being stressed out over job opportunities, um, just manual labor workforce, internships, colleges. But Common App, guys, it's not the end of the world, I promise you. Maybe. Maybe it's the end of the world if you end up going to Nova. And right now, hey, I don't know, but that might sound like me right now. But hey, so basically the Common App focuses on three different things a high schooler can need in order to succeed in their application process. And number one, I think the most important thing is your course grades rigor. Your academics, your courses, your grades, and the rigor of the classes. I mean, what a no-brainer. It's not a surprise that this is your number one, um, and test scores as well. Obviously, not a surprise that this is the number one thing you should put in the Common App, really. Um, I mean, colleges, you guys already know. They do look at your course grades, rigor, academics, test scores, and your official transcripts first. That's the number one thing they look at, right? Although the SAT has been optional for the past couple of years, ever since the 2020 coronavirus outbreak, I would still recommend you put a score if it's above the average of the school that you're looking at. Like for me, I'm still gonna submit my score of a 1420, 1410 of basically all my schools that I'm trying to apply to because with a score, much better than without a score, especially if it's a good, competitive, high score, right? Although I don't submit a 1400 if you're applying to an Ivy League. They don't want to see that. Actually, you can't to be test optional in Ivy League, so never mind. You have to submit any score if you're trying to apply to an Ivy League. But luckily for me, that is not me. Hey, and probably the number two most important thing if the Common App is looking for, I think number two most important thing is probably activities and extracurriculars. And um specifically, you can name 10 activities or extracurriculars, whichever one you like to call it the moment, on the Common App, right? And just because you don't have all 10, you don't have to be stressed out. All right? It's just, hey, it's no big deal if you can't fill out all 10. Colleges really looking forward. They're really looking at the quality of the extracurriculars, not the amount, not the quantity, right? If you have 8 good time committed ECs, much better than 10 BS, um, just uh ECs that are like there's no commitments whatsoever, really. So yeah, activities, extracurricular, probably second most important. And now lastly for the third and the final piece, I would probably say, hmm, well there isn't really much other than these two, but the additional information comes in clutch, especially if you've been struggling through mental health problems, mental health issues, right? I mean, some kids, especially in high school, parents might be divorced, they might have lost a loved one, they might be living in a poverty community, and it's really hard for them to balance all their school stuff, all their academics while in those harsh conditions. But luckily for me, I'm not one of them. But if you are one of them, then it's okay. I just want to let you know. If you guys ever need help, just just give me a call. Text me. Sam Shin is right here. If you ever need someone to talk to, Sam Shin is here. 24/7, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right? Now, oh, I forgot. I completely forgot one. It's actually the essay. Oh my goodness. Your essay, your Common App essay, your supplementals, they're the key. Wow, I completely forgot about them. Your essay really is the key because, look, you want to stand out amongst thousands and thousands of applicants that may be competing with you, right? If you guys have similar, extracurriculars and similar what academics, similar test scores, similar GPA, your essay could be the factor that sets you apart from everyone else, really. And it can be unique. The more unique it is, um, better. But just because it's unique doesn't mean that it's necessarily good. You still need to make an impact, right? Maybe a personal growth, culture, and just anything, maybe academic wise, like anything is good. And I'm not trying to flex. I think my essay is probably the best one amongst my years. Like wherever I'm applying to, I don't think there's gonna be a single person that has a similar essay. remotely close essay to me. And I'm not trying to be egoistic. I'm not trying to be that person. But when I'm applying, and when the college admission officer sees my essay, they're gonna forget my GPA, my ECs. They're gonna be so drawn into my essay, they're gonna be like, I want this student in. That's the type of essay that I have. That's the type of essay that I wrote without AI, by the way. Because you know why? They call me Sam Shin for a reason. All right, enough of that. Let's dive in to the content. Hold up, I need to like X out my comment app because I don't want to leak any personal information, right? Just let me see. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, this is your dashboard, your home screen. I have like what 16 colleges. I'm not gonna show them because they're like kind of personal. And you go around, right? I think you have 6 sections to complete. Um, yeah, and right now I'm currently working on my activities and experiences, which is ECs, basically, in other words. Your profile is just who you are as a student, I think, academics profile and whatnot. Your family, you put in your personal information, right? Your address, where you lived in, just anything, and like your email, your phone number, just all that stuff. I'm not gonna go over them because that means I'll be doxing myself, and I don't want to dox myself. So, yeah. But seriously, I think the profile, your profile is very important. Family is also important, and yeah, and the quality of education is also very important because if you are, let's say you lived in an education system that didn't offer a lot of advanced placement college level courses. That means, the context of what school, what education system you've been to, like that matters. And the context of where, your father went to and where your mother went to, like your parents, they also play a factor, right? And then last and not least, the writing also plays a factor too, because I mean, like I said, I'm not finished with my essay yet. I'm working on drafts right now. I think I'm on my draft number 4 or 5. Yeah, but once I uh once I really lock in, actually I am locked in right now. So once I do that, once I really perfected my essay without any AI, mind you that, then I'll copy and paste it from my Google Docs into my writing. But I'll go over my essay, I'll share it to you guys. Don't copy it, okay? Do not copy my essay. Telling you right now, don't do it, or else I'm gonna have to crash out. Really. I've heard stories on how low GPA, low SAT scores, they got into competitive schools because of their essay, because they stood out amongst the peers, right? Yeah, exactly. And financial aid, I don't really, I'm not worried about financial aid because my family isn't poor, right? So we can't compete. I mean, we can't apply for financial aid. Hopefully, I do get a scholarship. You know why? Because probably I'm not trying to flex or anything, but I wouldn't say I'm in the top 1% of my class. It's a little too far, but I'm definitely up there somewhere. Definitely at least top 10%, because I'm probably one of the smartest people at my school, but not like the smartest, but one of the smartest. top 10 percentile in my class. So you go to each section and you apply, basically. You fill out the information, right? And that's it. But now let's go to my essay because that's the thing that you guys are all wondering about. Let's go to my essay. But before I go to my essay, I'll have a 10-minute break because I just need to, organize my mind and organize the brain to really just, feel fresh, drink some water, go outside, get some sun, and I'll be back in 10 minutes, really. 10-minute timer, right? And promote, let me promote my live stream to a couple of people that might need it. That'll be it. Hold up, do Discord. Well, okay, well, where are you right now? Where are you right now? Huh? Then where are you right now? Then where are you? Then where are you? Don't make me repeat myself. Then, then where? Then where are you, bruh? What? No, but where are you though? But okay, but where? Like the location? No, no, the street name. Like the no, that like come on, like where are Vienna? Where? Vienna at what place? No, stop. Can you just join the shoot the sea 수고했어. 사랑을 했나? 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다. 볼말랑 멜로디. 뭐? 어구. 사랑을 했다. Hey, one more minute, guys. Just hang in there. One more minute. After this, we'll go over the essay together. Together. Hey, shout out to Daniel Shane Gable Metal for watching the stream, man. If you haven't already, make sure to like the live stream and subscribe. And turn on your notifications. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, it is that time to go over an essay, college essay. And I'm gonna be honest, this isn't my essay. This is, a friend of mine. You can say that. But he was, I'm going to share his because if I share my essay, it's kind of personal. So, like, I mean, he already submitted it, so it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the Common App, this is one of the unique essays, and if you actually check the word count, Control Shift and a C. No, 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 no. If you go to tools, word count, 634, which is under 650, the required maximum. I mean, yeah, just hey, let me I mean, yeah, let me huh. So let me go over this. Let me go over this essay. Um, go over the key things why this essay stand out and whatnot. So let me just read it as let me just read it for you guys. Um, just just quick let's get a quick wash in the brain right now with the words that's about to flow inside your brain. It's about to wash your brain, you know? Let's wash our brain with the words that are gonna come inside our brain. Let's go. Kaleidoscope 2.0 draft number 18. Crunch, crackle. Shards of glass and bits of plastic scattered across the apartment floor. My 7-year-old self stood defeated as great disappointment overwhelmed the sharp pain that jolted through my left hand. I had just broken my favorite toy in hopes of discovering the magic that had captivated me for the past few weeks. The kaleidoscope I bought at my school's book fair no longer displayed an array of beautiful patterns. Sitting motionless before my eyes, the broken kaleidoscope reflects my seminary home. Incomplete without its diverse community, the seminary serves as a bridge, seamlessly tying together various cultures and traditions. In this vibrant living learning community, I interact with families hailing from countries all along the world whom I now regard as my extended family. With every passing day, I learn something new about these diverse cultures, and each experience blooms into cherished memories that will stay with me forever. I count my leaps to my best friend Raj's apartment. 8, 9, 10. Now, this is a very key detail, very small, but it is unique because it is a metaphorical line that actually I can tell wants the readers and the audience to know that this specific line, I count my leaps to my best friend's Roger's apartment 8, 9, 10. The person, whoever wrote this essay, is still a kid. And it shows that you're counting your steps. You're still a kid, right? And you're young and you're expressing that emotion out loud. You're expressing yourself out loud. And, right? That's the important part. A new record. As I approach his front door, the mouth-watering scents of Indian cuisine bring a smile to my face. In my arms is a large bowl filled with japchae, Korean stir-fried glass noodles, which my mother sent with me to share. Meals transcend mere sustenance in seminary. Instead of serving as a time for families to engage in fellowship and foster community, unfamiliar with the Western education system, immigrant families often gather to explore the best and most affordable education opportunities. One of these weekly gatherings led my mother to discover a summer program designed to support low-income, under-resourced students like me. And as a result, my Summers at Vacation Bible School, aka VBS, came to an end. This right here, we can guess that the person who wrote this is still a kid because VBS, you're in elementary school. So he's in elementary school and he's struggling with these internal conflicts in his family, family struggles, low income. And because of that, he can't attend the full week of VBS. It has to come to an end because um they can't afford VBS. That's what it's telling me. But let's continue reading the essay. Breakthrough mirrors limitless patterns in a kaleidoscope revealing the unique backgrounds of every community member. Amidst the sorrow of spending summers at an academic program. Wow, this is actually, we can relate to a lot, right? Because the kaleidoscope isn't just an item that the audience, I mean, that the reader, that the author had, right? So, like, basically, now the kaleidoscope is a metaphorical reference to the communities, to it, the surroundings of everything, right? And hold up, let me read the remaining part of the essay. So, amidst the sorrow of spending summers at an academic program, I found what some would call second home. I drew inspiration from the young teachers who dedicated their summers and sacrificed sleep to craft lesson plans and assignments. The Breakthrough family provided me and many others with unwavering support regardless of socio-economic status and background. Moreover, it has helped forge my resolve to extend similar support to children who may not otherwise receive it. Last summer, I eagerly joined Breakthrough's cohort of teachers. While I cannot exactly replicate my mentor's profound impact on me, I hope to offer similar opportunities and ignite curiosity in underserved students by continuing the legacy of Breakthrough teachers. Every summer, students reveal their unique talents and personalities through the bustling Breakthrough Cheers and Talent Tuesdays. These moments, whether through breathtaking musical performances or humorous skits, offer a glimpse into the remarkable aspects of our community. Like a kaleidoscope, no amount of turns can replicate the same design. Every Breakthrough student and teacher contributes their unique essence, enriching our collective identity. Each mirror reflection in a kaleidoscope builds upon another to ultimately develop a masterpiece. During my time as a math teaching fellow at Breakthrough, Mirror images of my own seventh grade self emerged as I witnessed my students find a precious and welcoming family and breakthrough. Such priceless moments made the early mornings more bearable and the piling papers less daunting. Before long, my summer at Breakthrough ended, and I was filled with the bittersweet emotions of leaving the treasured community that had instilled so much confidence and encouragement in me. Without the influence and inspiration of my surroundings, I am akin to a broken kaleidoscope. My experiences and communities allow me to see the world through a new lens, introducing me to the endless designs and styles each person holds. As I enter a new chapter in my life, I plan to carry my kaleidoscope to add new details and depth to my perspective as I share my own story with others. So yeah, basically, I mean, this essay is really unique because look, a broken kaleidoscope, each shard of glass, each piece reflects a different time of the reader, I mean, of the author. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna plug this essay into chat because, look, AI, the thing about using AI is you can use it, just don't copy word for word from AI. You can use it for reference to get ideas to understand a concept that you might be struggling in. But don't like copy off AI word for word because that's just not how you properly use AI. Right? So I'm just gonna show you guys how to properly use AI. So you paste the essay into it, and then now it's gonna evaluate and give you a score maybe give you some things that the essay was some strength in the essay and some weaknesses, some parts that the author did that was good and some parts that the author did that was bad. Here, let's look at it. I'm just gonna read it word for word, letter for letter, character for character, bar for bar. Um, atom for atom, proton for proton, neutron for neutron, electron for electron. Let's go. This essay has a compelling central metaphor and a genuine story. The kaleidoscope ties together your childhood curiosity, your seminary community, and breakthrough in a way that feels cohesive. The biggest opportunity isn't finding a better topic, it's making the writing more personal and less abstract. Right now, there are several places where the prose becomes polished to the point that it sounds like many other college essays forge my resolve. Vibrant, living, learning community extends similar support. Admission officers generally respond more to concrete moments than elevated language. Here are the biggest strengths. Strong opening, like I told you guys for a million times already. Having a good opening hook determines the entire tone of the entire essay. If the reader wants to read something, if the admission officers are reading thousands of essays, they're probably going to be bored. But if you hook them into the essay in the first couple of sentences, then they're going to be really interested, right? They're going to be like, oh shoot, this kid has something special to share. I'm going to continue reading his essay. That's good. That's the type of mentality you want to have a good hook to really draw in the reader, whoever it might be, right? Because if your hook isn't strong, the reader is not going to read your essay. They're going to skip over it. But anyways, let's see, right? I mean, the biggest opportunity isn't finding a better topic, it's making the writing more personal and less abstract. Right now, there are several places where the prose become polished to the point it sounds like many other college essays. Forget my result, vibrant living, learning community, extended similar support. Admission officers generally respond more to concrete moments than elevated language. And here are the biggest strengths. Strong opening, right? Clear through line, authentic growth, community-centered perspective. Now, here are the areas I'd revise. Make the seminary more specific. Instead of describing it broadly, let readers experience it, right? So the readers, they don't want to read your story. They want to experience it. They want to be in your shoes. They want to know, they want to experience what you've been through. They want to understand better what you've been through. So instead of making it broadly, let the readers experience it. For example, sitting motionless before my eyes, the broken kaleidoscope reflects my seminary home. Incomplete without its diverse community, the seminary serves as a bridge, seamlessly tying together various cultures and traditions. This tells us that the seminary is instead of showrooms. Imagine something like looking at the scattered mirrors. Think of my apartment building at the seminary. On any evening, the hallway carries conversations in Korean, Hindi, Spanish, and English. One family leaves homemade dumplings outside another family's door. Children race between apartments without knocking. Alone, each family has its own story. Together, they create the home I grew up in. Now, okay, the problem is if you put this instead of this sounds like AI, right? Because I'm not joking. AI literally generated this text. Um, so yeah, just don't use AI. Only if you want to take an evaluation of how your essay is. Yeah, but this sounds a little too AI. That's a red flag in college admissions. If they see even 1% of AI in your essay, they're gonna like reject you automatically and reject you from all the other schools that you're gonna apply to. Yeah. So let Raj become a character. Raj appears once and disappears. Instead of only mentioning food, let us see your friendship. You know? I count my leaps to Roger's apartment 8, 9, 10 before I knock. His younger sister swings the door open. The smell of cumin and cardamom rushes out as I hand over my mother's japchae. 10 minutes later, we're arguing over homework while our parents compare some programs in the kitchen. Now, okay, this point, AI has a point here, really. Like, there's not really, it's kind of too broad. You need to be more specific, right? You need to have a specific moment. Yeah. I agree. I agree with that. Let's continue reading. Cut abstract language. These phrases sound impressive, but don't reveal anything unique. Instead of forge my resolve, say convince me that I wanted to become that kind of mentor. Instead of unwavering support, regardless of socioeconomic status. Say teachers who stayed after class until every student understood. Concrete always wins. Show yourself teaching. This is the biggest missed opportunity. You say mirror images of my own self, seventh grade self emerge, but you never describe one student. One student could carry the emotional weight. Imagine something like one of my students refused to. Oh, okay. The single moment says more than an entire paragraph of reflection. Like, guys, take a moment to read this. I mean, this is just beautiful. It's like I'm experiencing what the author has experienced itself, and now I'm really taking in the words. I'm soaking in the words wet. I'm soaking in it, the words, and now it's coming into my brain, and my brain is now enlightened with all these words, right? So think about it. Wow, now I feel like a whole new person. Now I don't feel like Sam anymore. I feel like Samuel Shin 2.0, upgraded. I'm telling you, I feel like an upgraded version of myself after just reading this small paragraph. I'm not going to read it for you because you guys can probably read. If you guys can't read, that's a big problem. But hey, right. Kind repetition. You mentioned community many times. Vibrant community, foster community, breakthrough family, remarkable aspects of our community, treasured community. Find different ways. Okay, no, I wouldn't recommend this part because it's it's not just one single community that the author is mentioning. It's about different types of communities, right? It's not just community by itself. It's about a vibrant community. It's about a foster community, breakthrough family, remarkable aspects community, pressured community, right? And strength. Yeah, I would ignore number five. Number five, yeah, AI got it wrong, right? This is why AI isn't always reliable. Sometimes, your own thoughts, your own writings, more unique, it's more better, and it's actually a lot better than AI sometimes, right? Because like number five is just like it wants to kind of delete your personal words that you put in as a human. It wants to delete that. Don't delete that. Keep that in because that's what makes your essay pop out amongst the others. And let's look at six, strengthen the conclusion. The last paragraph is good, but it leans on a familiar phrasing, current ending. As I enter a new chapter in my life, at 7, I've broken my concentration. Years later, I realized the magic was never hidden in the mirrors. It was the people who this creates. Yeah, I agree with number six, right? Mm, going back to the hook, going back to the beginning, and ending off from where you started with is actually a lot better to make a conclusion, right? Can't just say in conclusion, this is good. Like that's not a good conclusion. Like you need to make a conclusion that actually wraps everything up, wraps the entire essay up and end it in a peaceful note. That's what a conclusion looks like. And yeah, this is a perfect example, but if I use this, then I would get flagged for AI. So actually don't copy, Control C, Control V that, right? Overall assessment. If I was reading this in a missions office, I likely rate it around an 8.5, 9 out of 10. With more dialogue, sensory detail, and one or two memorable teaching moments. I think this could become a standout essay in the 9.5, 10 out of 10 range. Okay. Okay, it's not bad, really. This is not a bad essay. How much it's been, it's already been, oh, it's almost gonna be an hour. So, right, let me promote my stream to more people. Hmm. Welcome, Devrai. It's good to see you in my live stream. I'm actually gonna have to end the live stream because it's been an hour, but it hasn't been an hour. It has been a good quality hour, right? Okay, so um, I will end the stream. Not unless if I get, I need 100 views on this though. So let me go.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Well, that concludes the stream. I'm gonna have to end the stream.